Welcome to Schreiber News Network. I'm Cody Feldman.
And I'm Hannah Gentry.
And this week we had a huge election, and we sent students Mac Bailey and Robert Higgins to catch up with students on the results.
Who won the election?
Donald Trump.
No, I mean the New York State Assembly election.
Gina Slivy.
No, it's Ben Norper.
Who won the election?
Trump.
No, I meant for New York State Senate.
I don't know that one.
Jack Martins. Who won the election?
Mr. Donald Trump.
No, I mean the Congress for New York State.
Nancy Pelosi.
No, it was Tom Suozzi.
Who won the election?
Trump.
No, the New York State Congress election.
I don't know. Am I supposed to know that?
Tom Suozzi. Who won the election?
Donald J. Trump.
No, the New York State Senate election.
I'm going to have to go with Nancy Pelosi.
No, it's Kirsten Gillibrand.
Hey Cody, what do you know about sound and lighting?
I don't know much, but I do know that they've been helping out schools all across our district with their theatrical productions, and we have a feature on them this week.
The Sound and Lighting Club has been getting ready for their production of Peter and the Starcatcher is coming up on November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Tickets can be found on the Schreiber Theater Company's Instagram account, and I caught with Ms. Nelson to talk more about the play.
Well, Peter and the Starcatcher is actually based upon a book by Dave Barry, and it's an epic story, which is sort of the origin story of Peter Pan and how he came to be, and how he came to be on Neverland, and how Captain Hook became his nemesis, and how Captain Hook got his hook. Takes the Peter Pan story and looks at it from an entirely different angle, from like how all these different players arrived on this island called Rundoon, which becomes the island of Neverland. People should be excited to see this play because when I saw this play back in 2012, it was on Broadway. It won a Tony. Christian Borle was in it, who's a famous musical theater actor playing Blackstash. It was a tremendous, tremendous show. It blew me out of the water. I wanted to do it on the Schreiber stage for many, many years because this particular play takes little bits of nothing, ropes, a glove, little tiny props that you wouldn't think would work to become something, and through the use of imagination, they create this entire epic story. And so it's the idea of play, of like children playing with toys in a toy box and making them real. And it's very funny, it's got music, it's got dancing. Usually I do more of a straight play. This is more of like a half musical, half play, so it's got a lot of things going for it in terms of that. Beautiful costumes, beautiful music, beautiful set. Amazing crew working with us, big cast. We got 24 people on the stage and almost as many people working backstage helping to support the show. And as they say in Neverland, to have faith is to have wings.
TTFN.
Thanks, Evan. Hannah, how have you enjoyed last month's Italian Heritage Month?
You know, I've loved every episode of Sophia really saying everything she knows for Italian heritage. But let's see who she has for this final week.
So I'm here with...
I'm Henry Horstman.
I'm Alyssa Menner. And you two are opera singers, correct?
That's right.
How long have you guys been singing opera?
So I've been singing opera since I was 15, so about 13 years now.
I've been singing opera since I was like 16, so I'm 24 now. But professionally, like the past 2-ish years, 2-3 years.
And how did you know you wanted to start singing opera?
Well, I had learned stuff in high school and in college because I went for music education, and I just found myself feeling really connected to the stories and the emotions of the songs because it's a bit more emotional and tied in to human nature than pop music. And I love singing pop, and that's where I started. But I like also singing opera, and I think that drew me in personally.
For me, I was taking voice lessons. I was going through the motions, just kind of doing something my mom signed me up for. And then my teacher was a former professional baritone and kind of prescribed me these singers to listen to. And I remember I was in the Junta's meat market parking lot waiting for mom to get back. And I looked up Leonard Warren and Cheryl Milnes, and I was hooked. I mean, for years, I would just be listening to La Traviata, and I didn't understand a word they were saying. It was noises, but there was something about it that just hooked me like nothing else. I mean, I'll never get tired of it, honestly. So it's just something that I found and ran off with.
All right, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Pleasure meeting you too.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Sophia. Hannah, I was wondering, do you have a job?
I do have a job. Do you, Cody?
Nah, I'm unemployed. But Ryan Cho caught up with someone who does have a job on this week's Student at Work.
I'm Jonathan Gold, and I'm here with one of my coworkers at Carlos Pizza, Zariah. Now, you were the first person on our segment of Students at Work. How does that make you feel?
It feels pretty good.
Now, you are also a full-time student, and you got to match that up with also having a part-time job. How do you really balance your schoolwork and also work?
I mean, it is challenging to balance it, but at the end of the day, I just get it done. Like, I do my schoolwork and I do my work, so it works out, even if it is challenging. But
And now we did catch you at the end of your shift. You worked from 3 to 9 o'clock. How did that really play an impact in you doing your schoolwork?
I try to get most of my schoolwork done like throughout the day during offs if I have them, or like after I get home. But I mean, I get it done either way.
And what would you say is the most fun thing about working at Carlos Pizza?
Probably just like the people that I work with. Like, it feels like a family, and yeah.
Zariah, I want to thank you so much for being on the first episode of Students at Work, and we got more to come, me and Ryan Cho.
From everyone at SNN, we'd like to thank you for watching this week's episode.
See you next week.